I've been using my voice since I was born. I started, let's see, I cried when I was a baby a lot. I started talking when I was like a little kid. I've been talking ever since. Hey, I could do that. That's like me saying, I have been surrounded by Japanese, the Japanese language, in my ears for 6 years. Do I speak fluent Japanese? No. Okay, it's a different beast. It's a whole different thing. There's a lot that goes into it. You know, you can get in the door with a good audition, but it takes talent and training to stay there. So people, that's why it cracks me up when people are like, well, here, will you take a listen to my demo? Well, what'd you do it on? Well, I found this free audio program, and I used my computer mic that came with the computer, and I just made up some dialogue and stuff. I go, so you want us to pay you to be on a show that's going to be displayed worldwide, and that's what you are doing? Like, that's like me. You know what I mean by that? When I say that, you have to. It's like being a doctor. You can't just go to the store, buy a knife, buy a spoon, buy a magnifying glass, and you're like, I'm ready to be a surgeon. I've watched every episode of House. I have scrubs. I know how to do it. No, you have to go to school. That's what you got to do. Now, there's not a voice acting school. There's not, Todd's School of Voice Acting. But and there's no set path. But I can tell you what I have done and what has worked for me, and the path that is going to give you the highest probability of success, and that is training. That is getting your training and just acting, not just voice acting. Because besides using your voice, we don't just stand in the booth and just use our voice. I'm very big in the booth, and I'm very expressive, and I can't sit down and record because I got to use my whole body. I come from the theater, and I come from stage where I'm up on my feet, we're doing rehearsals and stuff. So it's all about getting the acting training, and there's so much that goes into it. It's knowing how to control your voice and your breath, and how to access different characters, and how to portray those characters when you're just looking at the script for the first time. Because a lot of the times when you guys say, well, can you say this favorite line from from Oron? I have not seen the Oron script since before 2008. That's the last time I saw the script, and when I recorded the script, I looked at the script for the first time when I was in the booth, right before I was about to record the line, and that's the only time I saw it. So I've literally seen the lines of Oron for probably a minute. That's it. Because we don't get the scripts beforehand. I would love to get the scripts beforehand. In fact, coming from theater where you get a script and you have 4 weeks, to work on a character and memorize the lines and build your character and build the journey. I love that. But they don't do it. They don't give you the script. Now, a lot of that has to do with legal reasons and stuff, because if I give you the script and then it somehow starts leaking out on the internet, well, I've given 5 people the script, so one of you 5 must have leaked it. And then it's a big problem, because then I have to torture you guys and I have to bring you to my kill room. And I don't have time for that. The supplies for killing are very difficult, it's very stressful. So they don't do that. They don't give you the script. And a lot of times we don't know what's going on in the show. So when we're previewing the show, we're watching it for the first time with you guys. That's the first time we've seen it all mixed together, all the voices. A lot of times when I go in and record, there's nobody else there. Or maybe there's one person in, but that's it. And we're watching little tiny videos like this. It's not blown up on a screen. So it's a whole different world when we're recording. That's why we get a kick out of it when we watch it on the big screen, or watch it at all when in its finished form. But when we see it, we don't have a character created if it's a short, like a 12-episode show. It's very difficult to have a character created if you don't know the show beforehand. We don't watch the shows beforehand. We don't know about, I didn't know about Solid before I got in the booth. And so we are literally looking at the script and using the training that some of us have gotten, and we're creating the necessary components to make that character right there. So it's it's not improv necessarily, but it's like quick thinking on your feet type of things. And it's a weird beast, this microphone, because when I was directing, I would take some people that I thought were awesome on stage and bring them into the booth to record on the show, because they were fantastic on stage and they were fantastic in films I saw them in. They were horrible behind the mic, just embarrassing to me. And I had to take them to my kill room. So, so there's a lot that goes into it. And so that's why I say with your demo, you have to, I'm not kidding. I have heard voiceover demos that literally were like this. Hi, Robert, thank you for listening to my demo. I'd really like to work with me. This is the, I can, listen to this. Oh, hello, Minnie. Just a minute, Mom. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, I've heard demos like that. We're not gonna bring that person in. You know, we're like on Marvel. I mean, okay. Anyway, so.